Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 8 game preview. And today we're going to be going over the Bills versus the Eagles. Let's get it started. So we're going to start today with the Eagles. The Bills are a tough matchup, guys. I don't know if y'all remember what they did to the Patriots a couple weeks ago, but they kept them to 16 points. That's pretty much the lowest that they've had all year. The Bills' defense is serious. So unfortunately, I am a heavy owner in Carson Wentz, and I am definitely worried about him this week. I do not have him as a top 12 play. The Bills are just really good, only allowing 13 fantasy points a game. That's the fourth best in the league. Beast. So the over-under is 41. They're assuming that there's going to be a low-scoring game. The Bills are favored to win by 1.5. I think it's a fairly solid line. Let's go to Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey's been playing pretty solid the last, excluding his last game, he was pretty okay. 23 points, 11, 12. He's been pretty much a wide receiver 3 with a couple wide receiver 2 games here and there. Only averaging 12.6 fantasy points a game. That ranks 33rd against wide receivers. I think he's around about 30. I really don't want to play him this week, though. Specifically this week. The Bills are just nasty. I'm telling y'all. Second best against wide receivers. Not trying to touch it. And they still don't have Deshaun Jackson back, unfortunately. I'm really excited for him to come back. I hope that he's feeling better. But, man, injuries. These speedsters and their injuries, man. It's disappointing. Jordan Howard. I actually think Jordan Howard, of all the people on this team, could actually have an okay game. The Bills are 19th. Sorry. The Bills allow 18 fantasy points a game to the running back. That's middle of the pack. That's pretty much the best way that they're going to be able to attack him. Him and Miles Sanders. And I'm really not wanting to start any of them. I don't want to start anybody from the Eagles this week. But if you have to, throw in Jordan Howard as a running back 3 and Alshon Jeffrey as a running back 3, but that's about it. And Zach Ertz. Everybody's playing Zach Ertz. You don't have a choice when you're playing Zach Ertz. All right, let's get to the Bills. Josh Allen has actually been playing pretty well, averaging 18.5 fantasy points a game. That ranks 13th. I actually have him in the top 10 this week. I like him this week. Looking good. Against the Eagles' terrible secondary. They're absolutely awful. John Brown, I really like this week. Really like John Brown against the Eagles. They allow plenty of deep passes. They are the worst defense against the wide receiver, allowing 31 fantasy points a game. Sorry, 31.8. That's an extra 8.8 points. John Brown's going to go off in this game. The Eagles are trash in their secondary. Cole Beasley is even a solid play. The Eagles are terrible against the wide receiver, so I think they're both pretty decent. I have John Brown as a wide receiver 2, and I think that Cole Beasley be a solid wide receiver 3. I'm not trying, on the opposite end, though, I'm really not trying to play Frank Gore or Devin Singletary against the Eagles defense. The Eagles are very, very stout against the running back, so I'm not trying to play either of those. I think they both have pretty bad games. And the Bills defense, I actually think you could play them against Carson Wentz. So that's gonna do it. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my social media below. And Mike Williams, Fantasy Bay, I'm out.